beautiful souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your support, your likes, your subs, your comments, the sense of community on our channel. It really warms my heart from the bottom of my heart for all of your trust, and I appreciate and love you all so very much. I channel everything in a journal each day. I strictly flip the cards for my own entertainment purposes. The cards always resonate with the energy in the journal. I do 4 being my birth number, and I predominantly channel masculine energy. So I'm going to go over a few things in my journal first. I actually don't read everything. I just go over a few things. And as I said, it always resonates with the energy in my journal. So I've been having some very freaky occurrences in the last couple of days. And yesterday, for example, and this has never happened to me, and I firmly believe it's a message for you, but I've been dreaming of hexagons, and I don't know why. There's 6 sides to a hexagon. If 6 resonates with you, you know that this message is for you. And then it's like these obscure shapes. It's not during meditation. They're actually dreams of these hexagons. And hexagons is your oneness, and you're coming into very profound messages and downloads from our God, our creator, however you resonate. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've never had that in a few years that I've been going through this journey. So again, it has to resonate with somebody. The numbers I've been seeing like crazy is 444, 555, and I have this word. I saw 2 doves yesterday. Doves are beautiful. I see them every day, but I don't normally see 2. I see 1. And for me, that's a reminder that I'm definitely a messenger on this journey, meant to deliver messages, debunk the myths, come with the truths. And the primary and number 1 truth is unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. 2 doves represent, to me, harmony, peace, love. Often doves mate for life. And there was 2 of them. And for today, specifically today, and I don't know why, there is this sense of calmness, harmony, balance. The hexagon is also, I guess, a reminder of that as well, harmony and balance. But I do feel in some of the masculine energies, they're feeling a little bit lost and broken. And feminine energy, this message, and I don't know who this message is for, I never do. They need your unconditional love. So to meditate unconditional love, they're just feeling very lost and broken. I have the word evil written down with a question mark beside it. And I don't generally attach to labels, and evil is kind of a label. But what I had, the messages come clearer. So I get up at anywhere from, it's crazy times, 1:45 to 2:45 a.m. every day, every single day. And yesterday it was a hexagon, today it was evil. So some of you may be attaching that label, evil, and really truly it's merely just a label. And sometimes when people act and behave poorly, they're just lost and broken and they've lost their way. So that could be for who, I don't know. So I'm going to get started. And again, I want to thank you also very much for your, wanting to participate in the documentary. I'm so far behind right now. I'm swamped at work. I haven't forgotten about you, blessed souls. I could never, ever. It's just finding the time. I was saying that to my beloved today. It's like, I don't have enough hours. Getting up at 3 a.m. and I still don't have the time. Okay, so I'm going to do what's in the masculine's heart space as of the moment. We live in the moment. And then if the masculine could say anything, what would it be? And I cannot believe this. So just so you know, this is too much. Sorry, again, I do it for my own entertainment purposes. Let me just move this down a little bit so you can see what's going on here. There. for my own entertainment purposes, and it's too much. There's like 74 cards here. I put the cards against my heart. I tap them 3 times. And say a prayer every time I do this. So the fact, oh, there's 2 here, sorry. The fact that they come out, like, again, the same ones, it's the message isn't being heard, or you've come to listen at the right time. Because these are the exact same, no, sorry, cards that came out my last message. So, masculine's heart space as of the moment, clearing karma. And clearing karma is one of those things that you've been selected to do on this journey. The masculine is clearing karma as of this moment. Probably that's the reason why they're feeling a little bit lost and broken. Sometimes it just comes on like a huge wave, and you do it without even realizing it. But there is a lot of darkness, and that can be interpreted as evil. And maybe the masculine, I feel like energy is clearing some very heavy family karma as it relates to abuse. And it is physical, mental, psychological, and sexual abuse. And it's tough to come to terms with that karma. And there is that label of evil. But what we have to realize in life and on this journey is you come into each other and invoke that unconditional love. And whatever caused that childhood trauma, it's tough. And you have to get to a place where you forgive unconditionally and love unconditionally, and know that whomever caused this trauma was lost and broken themselves, and it's a perpetual cycle, and it generally repeats over and over and over in the family cycle. And what you're meant to do is clear it, stop it, and pave the way for the future of love and beauty. And so they're doing that as we speak, and it as difficult as it may be, it's a beautiful thing. Why is that? Because it's momentum forward. It's a journey. Blocking connection. And I feel like during this moment of darkness, this moment of just feeling broken and lost, it's temporary. And because of what they're going through, the connection is being blocked. Why is that? For your own protection. And that is why the message in the journal specifically says today, feminine energy, if you can, I know it's tough because you have your own journey, and you simultaneously go through this journey and you do the same things, but not at the same time. And you're very energetically aligned. You transfer energy back and forth to each other, sometimes good, sometimes bad. So you may be feeling that tough energy. Right now is the time to nurture and love your twin. They need it very much. And they're not purposefully blocking the connection. Divine God is blocking the connection at this moment. And it's for your own protection, because clearing karma is so tough. And sometimes clearing karma, it invokes the dark night of the soul, or the one of the deepest depressions you'll ever go through. This is one messed up journey. And I know when I was clearing karma, it came on suddenly. I was sitting outside in bliss and awe and harmony, and I was so happy. And then it just came over me. And I was in a very dark place. And I was sobbing uncontrollably. And I honestly was looking like it was just such darkness. But after the darkness, the epiphany came, and I knew exactly what karma I was clearing. These cards, my beloved and I did, because this is a journey that we went through separately, but together. So it's beautiful. And in case you don't know, if you're new, we were in physical separation, and we're in physical reunion now. Crossroads, exactly. I don't want to regurgitate the same message over and over. The masculine is at a crossroads right now, and that is because of this karma, and it's tough karma. You have been selected for a very beautiful journey, and it's tough, and not everyone in this earth can do this. It is, I don't want to say you're chosen, but I will say you're chosen, because you may be looking at, and when you're on your knees sobbing, why me? Because our Creator feels that you have the strength, you have the gumption, and you have the courage to do this. And what a beautiful thing you're doing. You're changing a family dynamic or ancestral karma that has existed for hundreds of years. So it's beautiful. And lastly, the masculine is just emotionally and energetically drained. And that is primarily from going through a little bit of this darkness, the crossroads, the clearing of the karma, and they're just in rest mode, rest, rejuvenation, and they're nourishing their temple because it's taken a lot out of them emotionally and physically. They're drained, so they're resting and rejuvenating and rebirthing into the person they're meant to be. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even though it seems like it's tough, they always love you unconditionally, energetically, and you're it's a beautiful, beautiful connection, and you support each other through the darkness and into the light. And the masculine really needs your love and forgiveness right now. They're struggling. So if they could say anything to you, what would it be? Exactly. Okay. I love it. I absolutely wrote that today. Okay, and lastly, okay. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm trapped in the vortex of the low vibration in the 3D world. Clearing karma resonates. They're trapped right now. They're at a crossroads. All of the wisdom comes through. And I've been saying this lately, and I don't know why it comes. It's because maybe the message isn't being heard, or you stumble across this when you're meant to stumble across it. In the darkest of nights, the stars shine brightest. What does that exactly mean? It means when you're in the darkness, the light shines through, and you get the answers that you've been seeking as you've been navigating your physical essence, body here on earth. So those answers are coming. Our love is pure, raw, and vulnerable, and I lie awake manifesting our love. That's where the rest comes in. And lying awake, manifesting our love, and they know it's pure, raw, and vulnerable. They knew from the moment you came into each other that there was something so deep and far greater than anything they could ever articulate into words. They knew you flow to each other energetically and magnetically, but it was too much. And it scared them, and their heart is vulnerable, and they need healing. So the first mechanism is to run, to protect yourself. What does an animal do when they're scared? They run for their lives, because they're fighting for their life. So it's beautiful. And lastly, I'm trying to find myself. This is a journey about finding your true, authentic you. And there's so much greater things and bigger things coming. If you're new to this journey, if you've been on this journey for a while, I can't speak to the timing. It's all in divine time, and some twins accelerate their spiritual awakening and all of the higher consciousness and coming to their true authenticity. And sometimes one stops and stalls and gets trapped in the vortex of the 3D world. It's unfortunate, it's easy to get trapped. Why? Because we love our families, we love our friends, we love our jobs, we love we even though they're not serving your soul and nourishing it, it's easy to get caught there. But they are trying, and it's beautiful. So I want to give you another beautiful message here. It's just another loving message. for you, feminine energy. I feel you're vulnerable as well. This journey is a vulnerable journey. It's a very vulnerable journey. And just be careful. If it's for, I'll take it. It's not. Just be careful, because there's people out there monopolizing off your vulnerability. Anybody that, twins are highly empathic, and many have been given very special gifts. Gifts are meant to be given. They're not meant to be taken. So be leery of people asking you for stuff. And that's number 2. And we'll just get 2 more. If I could dedicate all my time to guiding, I would, but hopefully this documentary would. These are hard to work with. They're just doing their own thing right now. And yes, there's a full moon today, but I don't really follow full moon energy too much. Never really have. It doesn't really affect my energy field. I'm more of a sun person. I'm going to ask for one card, please. But I do know that with full moon energy, it can disrupt your sleep. It can cause huge misunderstandings, very big triggers. So here we have don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's exactly it. Be true to yourself and love and nourish yourself. And that's another thing I have in my journal today. Nourish the temple that houses your soul. Some of you are just not doing right by you. And you have to nourish that temple. I love this. And it says, forgiveness. Stop focusing on your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And that's one of the things I alluded to earlier, forgiveness. Please forgive. It's when somebody rips your heart out and stomps on it, it hurts. And hurt leads to anger. But it's not purposeful. It's necessary. And it's so necessary to forgive. And focusing on the past. I got trapped in that vortex, that black hole, that rabbit hole, however you want to resonate. And then finally I got myself out of it and just truly forgave and had unconditional love and lived the best life I could live with if he comes back into my life physically, he does. If he doesn't, oh well. At least I've grown and awakened and unraveled all these gifts within and come to my true authentic self. And what a gift that is. Clearing karma, all sorts of things, but by what you think and imagine. So if you keep dwelling on the past, then you're just going to keep inviting that past back into your life. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Only once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Exactly. Accept what is. And you can't change what is unless you change and transform yourself and manifest love and forgiveness, and you will bring that love and forgiveness back into your aura. And criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So there's a theme here. I don't know who this message is for. Again, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just pack it away. Not everything will resonate. And if you have comment or feedback, send me an email. Do not disrupt the vibe of the channel. Thank you so much. But there is a theme here with this energy, and the message for the feminine energy is just to love and accept and forgive. And all will come into fruition. It's easy to get angry. I know, I've been there. I don't know how many times I said throughout the journey I was done. I'm finished. I'm not doing this. I'm so done. So what is the overall energy of this beautiful connection? So I'm going to use two. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Oracle, and then I'm going to use the Energy Oracle today. So this is the overall energy. And all I can say is if you're going to stay in a state of bitterness, then this, I can't believe this is coming out. And you're just unconsciously blocking the connection, because it's not going to get you anywhere. I'm going to ask for 3 cards, please. That's 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So again, this is coming out. This is coming out self-love. But I resonate with the energy with this particular message is that you are coming into that self-love of yourself and acceptance. This is a journey of love, self-love. And when you self-love, you radiate love and you bring love back into your life. You're like a, I don't know, love magnet. But this is a journey of self-love and acceptance of who you are and what you're meant to be, and and accepting your gifts, and you're all beautiful, and loving you. And that's one thing. If I could give you any messages, when I was in physical separation with my twin, every single day, a multitude of, I think, morning, noon, and night, I meditated self-love for oneself. It's one of the most important elements of this journey, is to focus on you. And when you do, you bring beauty and love back into your life. And I love it. Signs and sinks, I alluded to this earlier. The hexagon, this is a very bizarre thing. I don't know how it resonates, but I feel like this is a message for you. And the number 6, and just harmony, peace, and balance. But you're going to see profound signs and sinks, and these are not coincidences. If you notice them, notice these signs and sinks, then you're aware and you're awakened, and you know that these are specific signs and sinks for you. So pay attention. There's some very profound ones coming today or within the next 7 days. So something that you've not seen before. It is going to be so wild that you're gonna do a tailspin, and it's going to be beautiful. And I love it all so much. Mystery. These 2 came out, and the other ones all came out. So I don't know if the message isn't being heard. I have this written down as well. This journey is a mystery, and I have the moon here. And just over the tide. And what the moon does is it helps with the ocean's tide. That's why we need the moon. But there's an element of mystery to this journey. And some of you are confused and lost and broken because you don't know what you're meant to do. You're meant to find a soul tribe, a soul like-minded people that are on this journey to help you navigate. Because sometimes you fall and you're down on the ground for so long, and there is a huge element of mystery. And be very, very careful who you listen to. I think I got trapped in about a week of listening to some garbage, and I'm like, this can't be. And then I've always journaled, and then I was told to message the message of unconditional love and forgiveness. So there is an element of mystery, a travel. This is a very, very significant message. You're traveling, okay? You're in physical, you're navigating your journey in life, and you're traveling through the different dimensions of the journey and ascending to higher consciousness, awakening, going through clearing your chakras. It's a journey, it's a travel. And the more you do this beautiful soul, I want to say work, the closer you travel to each other in the 3rd dimensional world. And self-love, if I could give you the most important message is that And once you get to the self-love, you get to the self-acceptance, and you're free, and it's beautiful. So you're doing phenomenal, both, and I love it, and I love it also very much. So let's do, but I just feel this sadness right now, and it's predominantly masculine energy, and they really, for some of you that don't understand, they're really asking for your forgiveness and love right now, because they are going through some difficult times. And it's primarily the karma and the trauma. This one ended up in there, but I have such mysterious things that happen because I'm going to ask for 4 cards. That's 2, so I won't take it. I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. Thank you. I cannot believe this. Sorry. This is too much, okay? Like, sometimes I just want to read my I don't know how this card got in here, but it has to, I guess it's meant to come out. Okay. This woman with a coin, I absolutely wrote this down. I feel like I should read this from my journal. It's beautiful. 42. This is overall twin flame collective energy. Let's look at this beautiful card again. A woman holding a coin. And this is predominantly feminine energy. You're successful, you're beautiful, you're very financially abundant. And some of the masculine energy, not all, don't know who this resonates with, it wasn't felt intimidated by your success. And because twins, not all, again, what resonates, have self-worth issues, that success scared them. And they felt to themselves, what does this feminine energy see in me? What does she see, or he, or whatever? It's just a metaphor, he or she. What do they see in me? They're so successful, they're so beautiful, and what do they see in me? So there's this sense of worth and struggle, and some of them really wrestled with that, with their ego and the confines of their ego, that was one of the reasons why they ran, because they felt you could do better. And many of you are very successful. Regret, I do not know how this card ended up in there, but it was meant to come out. Yeah, there's a deep sense of regret right now. And I feel what this regret is it's hindsight's always 20/20. So when you're in physical separation, you feel like you should have said something, you should have done something, well, if I had said this, or I hadn't said this, or I should have told them how I truly felt. Because many times when you come into each other, the love is instantaneous, and there's that ego interference, and you both feel the same. This intense love, it's pure, raw, and vulnerable, as when the card came out earlier. But when you're in physical separation, you have all forms of regret. I should have, I could have, I would have. And there is some of that going on right now. And contract here. So I feel like this, to me, is a soul contract, and this is a soul bond, and it's so deep down to the core that some of the soul contracts, I want to relate it to the karmic clearing. And again, how it resonates. I don't, and this is going to sound tough, folks, okay, and I apologize. I don't give a shit what anyone else says out there. I get messages every single day, and the messages come and they funnel through me. So I feel like clearing karma is part of your soul contract as twins. So that soul contract and that clearing karma is it's ending, which is a beautiful thing. And I cannot believe this, the number 51. and I have it written down, and I feel like I want to go through it in my journal. Healer of ages. You know what you beautiful souls do for each other? You heal each other. Not only do you heal each other and the trauma and the karma and all sorts of things, you heal others around you with your love and your radiance. You are a natural born healer, and that is, for many of you, that is your gift. You heal people just by the essence of who you are. You're beautiful. I love it. Okay. And the last message I want to give to you today is a loving, beautiful, today, tonight, wherever you are in this world. Is a loving message. And how about this? Whatever falls, falls. Thank you. And that is 3 today. Just feel like you maybe need them. The love that emanates from my beloved's heart is a light that stems from the mind of Goddess God. Through each other we become one. I give thanks for the endless blessing, and that is you, and that is absolutely it. Through each other we become one. When you accelerate your spiritual awakening, you know that you come closer to God, and you know that you are one. And I love this so much. And that's one thing here. You know, I've got this healer of ages. There is one dynamic healer in history, and that was Jesus. And I don't know, you're magical healers, whether you believe it or not. And that is because of the love, and I love it all so much. And you are meant to get closer to God, not further. Life is a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that nothing is ever lost, for all exists internally within our heart. And that's exactly it. Life is a cycle of changes, and welcome each new. And let go and just surrender the past and let it go, because you're robbing the precious moment of now. And I love this. And lastly, positive and loving thoughts are instrumental in creating positive, loving relationships. Fear and doubt only serve to create greater uncertainty. The more we think about what is right in your relationship, and less about what you think is wrong. And that's exactly it. It resonates. Some are focusing on the past, focusing on the hurt, focusing on everything, and they're focusing on oneself, which is very egoic, and not focusing on the true blessing and the gift that's been given to you, and all the healing and the magic that resides within yourself. So that's what I have for you today, folks. Again, thank you all so very much for your love, your likes, your subs, your comments. If any of this resonates, kindly hit the notification bell, thumbs up, like, comment. It really, truly does help, folks. Have a wonderful day.